Introduction. So, the story is about a girl named Zoe. She's almost 18 years old and she's a senior in high school, as well as Peter Parker, who she's had a crush on for 2 years now. Things get complicated for Zoe though, when her father, Thor, comes back to Earth. Warnings. This story may contain some intense romance, violence, swearing, and a whole load of drama. Chapter 1. The Goddess of Love. I haven't seen my dad in 3 years. He disappeared before the Avengers had the Civil War. I've cried every single night waiting for his arrival. And in a week, he'll return back to me with all of Asgard. Time for a bit of a backstory. I was conceived as a gift from the gods. Thor found me a day after my birth in a small crate alone in Asgard Waste Centre. I would have been dead within the next hour if he didn't rush me to his home and aid me. I was given a magical fruit that healed me from the inside out. Doctors ran several DNA tests on me and had no answers come through. All I know is that I have blood from an Asgardian Valkyrie. The rest of my life, Thor would father me. He trained me, he took care of me, and he treated me like his own child. I was told that when I became 18 years of age, I would reach my power age, which meant that all my powers would soon show. I'll turn 18 in 2 weeks. Goddess of Love. I still do not understand what this title means, for I've never been in love, but according to my father, he will hurt whoever I fall in love with, so it looks like I'm going to be alone forever. Apparently, though, I've always also the goddess of life. Whatever, probably means nothing. I've been living in the Avengers facility for about 4 years now, as my dad has been gone for 3 years. I've become so much closer with all the Avengers, mostly with Peter. I met Peter about a month after he was offered to be an Avenger. I eventually became close with him and started attending his school. I know what you're thinking already. How the fuck are you going to survive school while being Thor's daughter? Honestly, I rely on Peter and Ed. They're my best friends, and really my only friends. I'm extremely popular because of my goddess status, but I really wish I wasn't. Many girls would love to be hit every day by 15 girls, but that's not me. I'd rather not go out with someone whose brain is the size of a peanut, but I've used them as pawns in attempting to make Peter jealous. I've had 3 guys hit on me at a party and act like completely douchebags around me. Needless to say, Peter grabbed me by the hand and walked me straight out of that party within 3 seconds of my plan. Checkmate. I feel the spark between Peter and I. You know, whenever I see him, my heart melts, and whenever he sees me, I can't help but notice he feels the same way about me. One night, I missed my father so much. I was crying to Natasha, telling her I was never going to see my father again, and that I told that I didn't have any family left. She must have told the team how I was feeling, because an hour after we were done talking, everyone came into my room with a huge smile on their face and their arms open to give me hugs. They told me no matter what, I've always got family with them. Peter was there, obviously, and he gave me the softest, warmest hug you can ever imagine. He looked at me with his big brown eyes and told me that we would always be together. That was the night I knew I was in love with him. I can tell how many times I can get the same question. Is your last name Thorson, or Thor's daughter? Honey, what? Okay, let me explain. Why this question bothers me so goddamn much. Every generation in the family tree, there is their new last name. My grandfather, Odin. His name, Odin Boris. Why? Bor is my great-grandfather's name. In every generation, you take your father's name and add son to the end. Now, many people believe that son is because you're the son of your father. No, son is just add onto your father's name. So, my statement is not Zoe Thordor, it's Zoe Thorson. Is that clear now? I hope so. Okay, honestly, I've got a lot more from my backstory, but I want you to learn about me as my journey continues. I hope you enjoyed this mini introduction of my crazy life.
7 days. Only 7 more days until I could see my father and possibly my kingdom again. I'm completely overwhelmed that I'll see my dad soon, after so long. I really miss him so much, and I've actually been planning my future conversations for us to have. Here's an example. Hey Dad, I would say. Yeah, Zoe? He would then say. Peter and I are engaged, I would say. That's amazing, I'll pay for the wedding, he would say. Yeah, that would totally happen. Today is Friday, so I guess I have to get ready for school, I mean. I put on my favourite sweatshirt, Peter's navy blue jacket. Yes, I stole it. Oops. I was texting Peter last night, telling him I had to talk to him urgently, so he offered to pick me up on his way to school. I was excited to see him, so obviously I said yes. Ready to go? Said Peter as he looked me up and down. Is that my jacket? Yes, I'm ready to go. And it's your fault for leaving your jacket over here, I flirted. Keep it. It's cute on you, he smiled. I started blushing, so hard my face was the colour of a fire truck. Thanks, Peter. I smiled back down at him. His face was a fire truck. We got in the car and I looked at Peter and told him, I missed you. You saw me yesterday at school, silly, he chuckled. Did I say that aloud? Yeah, but I missed quality time with you, I smiled. I missed it too. We never hang out anymore, he said. Well, that may not change when my dad comes back. Silence from the car as Peter slammed on his brakes. Oh my god, Zoe, I'm so happy for you. Peter grabbed me by the neck and pulled me into a hug. Tears started streaming down my face. As I said, Peter, I've missed him so much. He pulled away from the hug and looked at me while still holding my neck. We slowly started moving in closer to another. I was looking at his lips, just like he was looking at mine. Our lips were inches apart. My phone started ringing. Yes, I picked the phone up annoyed. Okay, damn girl, chill. I just wanted to let you know that you left your lunch at home, Sam said. Can I fly it to you? Hi Sam, it's okay, I'll take Zoe to lunch, Peter screamed at my phone. Alright, bye guys, Sam chuckled. Bye. I hung up my phone and slapped Peter on the arm. Ow. Peter said, I forgot I was extremely strong. Sorry, Pete. Don't interrupt my phone calls, Anne. I winked at him. I'll do whatever I please, he said as they started to drive again. Peter's POV. Wow, I almost just kissed Zoe. Why didn't I? I can't deny that I have feelings for her. I looked over at her and wearing my dark blue hoodie, a pair of ripped jeans and some sneakers. Damn, maybe simplicity is the key. She was buying the string of the hoodie while looking through Instagram. I could see her face drop when she looked at the comments of her most recent post. It was a picture of her and Bucky that she posted on her birthday. One of the comments read, "Stop bragging about your life, you fat, ugly... and he is a murderer." She clicked on the account and laughed. The profile was a picture of a 10-year-old wearing a bright pink lipstick, and her bio said, Queen's Middle School. Pathetic, Zoe said. I put my arm around Zoe as we walked into school. This was fairly normal, so no one made a huge deal about us being close. Ned always whispered the same thing when we hanged out with Zoe. Dude, you could date Thor's daughter. Dude, we're hanging out with Thor's daughter. Dude, we're cool now. Oh, Ned, so close to being so cool, yet so far. I took Zoe to a late lunch after school. We mainly talked about colleges next year and about where she wanted to go. She wanted to go to Ohio State for marching band. I have no idea where I want to go. I want to be with Zoe next year, but I'm not sure I can really be that far from Aunt May for months at a time. When I got home, I decided to talk to Aunt May about my Zoe situation. I sat down on the couch with May. So Aunt May, I really liked the girl I was caught off with. Zoe, go for it. I see you really like. How do you know? I asked. When she's over, I know she's really liked being in contact with you, he said. What do you mean? I asked. She almost makes any excuse to hug you or to be next to you. Maybe it's a friend thing, but I've never seen her act like that with anyone else, May said. But it could just be that she's comfortable with me, I said. Peter, you like that with her as well. I often see you two on the couch watching Lights Out. You got really scared, she did too. You grabbed her hand and pulled her into a hug. It was so cute, Peter, May smiled. I couldn't help but smiling. One of my favourite moments of her. After a couple of hours of talking with me, I decided I would ask Zoe about her feelings for me.